Hello and welcome to the 2024 Science Olympiad National Tournament Opening Ceremony. The ceremony will start in 5 minutes. Please take your seats.
And fall in love and ooh, we're just doing things that boys and girls do. Yeah, kiss and touch and making love and ooh, we're just doing things that boys and girls do. Yeah.
Welcome to the 2024 Science Olympiad National Tournament Opening Ceremony. Please welcome to the stage Burton Bargerstock, Executive Director for the Office of Public Engagement and Scholarship, University Outreach and Engagement, Michigan State University.
Good evening. My name is Burt Bargerstock, and I am the Executive Director of the Office for Public Engagement and Scholarship at MSU. I know I speak for all of my colleagues here at MSU, and indeed all the people in the East Lansing community when I say we're excited to have you here. Welcome. Before we begin the program, I'd like to offer a land acknowledgement. We collectively acknowledge that Michigan State University occupies the ancestral, traditional, and contemporary lands of the Anishinaabe Three Fires Confederacy of Ojibwe, Ottawa, and Potawatomi peoples. In particular, the university resides on land ceded in the 1819 Treaty of Saginaw. We recognize, support, and advocate for the sovereignty of Michigan's 12 federally recognized Indian nations, for historic indigenous communities in Michigan, and for indigenous individuals and communities who live here now, and for those who were forcibly removed from their homelands. As an institution, and especially as partners with the larger community, we must be mindful of the historical costs of this legacy, particularly the costs borne by the Native American and indigenous communities with which we are forever connected. By offering this land acknowledgement, we affirm indigenous sovereignty and will work to hold Michigan State University more accountable to the needs of American Indian and indigenous peoples. Now please direct your attention to the screens for a message from Gretchen Whitmer, Governor of the state of Michigan.
Hello, Science Olympiad. I'm Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer. Welcome to my alma mater for the 40th Annual Science Olympiad National Tournament. Michigan State actually hosted the inaugural tournament back in 1985, and we're so happy you're here. I want to congratulate you for working so hard to get here. I also want to give a huge shout out to your coaches, parents, and teachers. It's inspiring to see young people so passionate about science. I encourage you to pursue your passion after graduation, whether it's on the job, at a community college, or a four-year institution. We need your talents to solve the big problems we face. Together, we can make sure America leads the future of everything from cars and computers to chips and clean energy. And I urge you to consider Michigan. Our state is home to so many good-paying, in-demand jobs in the sciences, including right here at MSU. Home to cutting-edge labs like the facility for rare isotope beams. Congratulations again on all your hard work and good luck in the tournament. I hope you have a great time here.
Our many thanks to Governor Whitmer, a proud Spartan. Before we begin the Parade of States, I'd like to make a couple housekeeping announcements. Being mindful of our full program and to ensure everyone's safety, we ask parents, coaches, friends, and other supporters to please refrain from coming to the stage to take pictures during the parade. We have arranged to have a professional photographer here to take pictures of the students as they cross the stage. The pictures will be made available following the tournament. Thank you for your cooperation. One more housekeeping request. We have already seen a lot of pictures being taken prior to the competitions, which is great. If you decide to post these photos to social media, we ask that you please use the hashtag SON2024, Science Olympiad National 2024. I'm sure we'd all love to see your photos. Now, without any further delay, let's begin. Recognizing that 40 years have passed since the very first Science Olympiad National Tournament, it's only fitting that the Parade of States takes us back in time. So as we call them out, we will recall and celebrate pop culture, scientific discoveries and other notable events from each state that took place in the 1980s. That's where I come from. Easy. We kick off the Parade of States with the home of athlete Carl Lewis, who won 4 gold medals in the 1984 Olympics. From Alabama, please welcome Liberty Middle School. And the Alabama School of Fine Arts. Novel Hatchet, you may know a thing or two about this state. From Alaska, welcome Barnett Magnet School. In the country operates in this state. Representing Arizona, it's Paragon Science Academy. Most of the 80s would go on to become the 42nd president. From Bill Clinton's home state of Arkansas, we have LISA West Middle School. And Bentonville West High School. Just like the band Journey from their home state, the California teams don't stop believing. Please welcome Sierra Vista Middle School. Vista High School. Joining us from the home of the Leadville 100, from Colorado, welcome Preston Middle School. And Homeschool Science Colorado. Teams are from the state where scientists first genetically modified an animal's DNA. Hailing from Connecticut, we have Bedford Middle School. And South Windsor High School. Milk was designated as this state's beverage in 1983. From Delaware, it's Delaware Valley Classical School. And the Charter School of Wilmington. Representing our nation's capital, where the Department of Veterans Affairs was added to the federal government in 1989, please welcome Basis DC. From Florida, where the first IBM personal computer was invented, we have Orlando Science Middle School. And River City Science Academy Middle High. We're just doing things that boys and girls do. Yeah. What's your planetary sign? I hope that your stars all align with mine. Yeah, 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 yeah. Make me laugh and make me cry. Make me feel it all. And in Division C, there's Boca Raton Community High School. I don't want to change it. That's just the way it is. Yeah, we're just doing things that boys and girls do. Yeah. And Buckholz High School. Next door in Georgia, where Diet Coke was first introduced, it's Fulton Science Academy. And Ogden Middle School in Division B. Fulton Science Academy.
Kiss and touch and fall in love and ooh, we're just doing things that boys and girls do. Yeah, kiss and touch and making love and ooh, we're just doing things that boys and girls do. Yeah.
Chattahoochee High School in Division C. This state had a volcanic eruption that started in 1983 and lasted another 45 years. From Hawaii, we have Highlands Intermediate School. And Iolani School. Teacher Barbara Morgan was selected as an astronaut from this state. From Idaho, it's St. Joseph's Catholic School. Turning now to the home of Ferris Bueller and the Blues Brothers, introducing Daniel Wright Junior High School. Marie Murphy School. New Trier High School. I love it. Adlai E. Stevenson High School, all from Illinois. Coming to us from the setting of the 1986 film Hoosiers, Thomas Jefferson Middle School. Wilbur Wright Middle School. And Carmel High School are the 2024 Indiana teams. Representing Iowa, where Field of Dreams was filmed, it's Holmes Junior High School. HMS Kansan found the Titanic wreckage in 1985. Joining us from Robert Ballard's home state of Kansas, welcome Pleasant Ridge Middle School. And Blue Valley North High School. Dippin' Dots were invented in this state. From Kentucky, welcome North Oldham Middle School. And DuPont Manual High School. This state hosted the last World's Fair held in the United States. Joining us from Louisiana, our Glasgow Middle School. And Baton Rouge Magnet High School. Our teams from Maine, the home state of author Stephen King, are Connors Emerson School, and Wayne Fleet School. Good evening, Maryland. Joining us from the state where the movie Hairspray takes place, welcome Burleigh Manor Middle School. And Centennial High School. These schools might be from the same state as the new kids on the block, but they're not new to the national tournament. Welcome back, Jonas Clark Middle School. And Acton Foxborough Regional High School from Massachusetts. The home state of the artist formerly known as Prince, Joining us from Minnesota, it's Chippewa Middle School. Mounds View High School. This famous Mississippian started her daytime talk show, The Oprah Winfrey Show, in 1986. From Mississippi, welcome Park Lane Academy. In Missouri, home of Panera Bread, or as they call it, Bread Company, we have Pembroke Hill School and Ladue Middle School in Division B. Ladue Horton Watkins High School. Rounding out Division C is the Pembroke Hill School. Montana, the state where paleontologist Jack Horner first discovered that some dinosaurs cared for the young, welcome Corvallis Middle School. And Hamilton High School. Cornhuskers played their first night game in 1986, lighting up the Nebraska science scene, our Bronwell Talbot College Preparatory School. They may be arriving late. And Lincoln Science Focus Program. Also coming in a little bit later. Video for 80s hit song Take Me Home Tonight was filmed in this state. Nevada is represented by Davidson Academy. W. Clark High School. up in New Hampshire, where paintball was invented in 1981, welcome Lebanon High School. The New Jersey teams represent Bruce Springsteen's home state with pride. Welcome, Community Middle School. Montgomery High School. And West Windsor Plainsboro High School North.
How could I resist your time? You always go right for the spots I like. I don't wanna change it. That's
From New Mexico, where artist Georgia O'Keeffe lived for the last 40 years of her life, here's Albuquerque Academy in Divisions B and C.
girls do, I love doing all the things that boys and girls do, kiss and touch and fall in love and ooh, we're just doing things that boys and girls do, kiss and
Traveling across the country, this state is the home of Billy Joel, the piano man. From New York, welcome Stephen Bridges Middle School.
I hope that your stars all align with mine. Make me laugh and make me cry. Make me feel it all, every scratch and bite. I don't want
And the Bay Academy.
that's just the way it is. We're just doing things that boys and girls do. I love doing all
Syosset High School.
kiss and touch and fall in love and ooh, we're just doing things that boys and girls do. Kiss and touch and making love and ooh, we're just doing things that boys and girls do. Pretty girls, dirty boys, that's the world, something that we both enjoy.
Ward Melville High School.
All sexy boys, that's the world. Come here and let me enjoy. Let me enjoy. Let me enjoy. Let me enjoy.
In North Carolina, where the Charlotte Hornets joined the NBA in the 1980s, we have J.M. Robinson Middle School.
Boys and girls do, I love doing all the things that boys and girls do, kiss and touch and fall in love and ooh, we're just doing things that boys and girls
And Piedmont Open IB Middle School.
making love and ooh, we're just doing things that boys and girls do,
Enloe Magnet High School. And the North Carolina School of Science and Mathematics. This state sent 2 teams to the first national tournament. From North Dakota, welcome Wachter Middle School. Hailing from the home of the first Buffalo Wild Wings, Solon Middle School. Middle School. High School. And Mason High School are our Ohio teams. In the home of the 1985 National Championship winning Sooners, from Oklahoma, it's Cassidy School in Divisions B and C. The Simpsons' hometown of Springfield was modeled after this state. From Oregon, we have Stoller Middle School. And Jesuit High School. Dual Hall & Oates, the Pennsylvania teams make our dreams come true. Welcome, Springhouse Middle School. Yeah. School, also from Oregon. Now from Pennsylvania, welcome Springhouse Middle School. Middle School. Second Life host, Ira Glass, graduated from this state's Ivy League school in 1982. From Rhode Island, it's Kickamit Middle School. And Barrington High School. Carolina, the home of the 1981 national champion Clemson Tigers, are Clinton Middle School, and Clinton High School. This South Dakota team was the first national tournament. Welcome back, Yankton Middle School. In the state where Dolly Parton gave us hits like 9 to 5, we have Cedar Springs Homeschool. And Ravenwood High School representing Tennessee. Coming to the tournament from Texas, the home state of President George Bush, it's Basis Cedar Park. And Beckendorf Junior High School. High School. Rounding out the teams from the Lone Star State is Clements High School. Joining us from Utah, where the artificial heart was invented, welcome Fairfield Junior High School. Ben and Jerry first started packaging their ice cream pints, Burton Academy joins us from Vermont. In the 1987 film Dirty Dancing was filmed in this state. Joining us from Virginia, our Longfellow Middle School.
Let yourself go. Gotta let yourself. Let yourself. Gotta let yourself.
Cooper Middle School.
Gotta let yourself go.
Thomas Jefferson High School for Science and Technology. And Langley High School. From the state of Washington, where the first Costco opened in 1983, we have Evergreen Middle School. And Tesla STEM High School. This West Virginian became the first American to win the all-around in women's gymnastics during the 1984 Olympics. From the home state of Mary Lou Retton, welcome Morgantown High School. Turning now to the state that gave the world the Culver's Butter Burger, from Wisconsin, Velma Hamilton Middle School. Marquette University High School. And Madison West High School are joining us. There's a theme. This state's member of Congress was appointed Secretary of Defense in 1989. From Wyoming, home state of Dick Cheney, welcome St. Anthony Tri-Parish Catholic School. Walsh High School. Our global ambassador team from Japan, where the CD was invented, please welcome Aiko Gakuen High School. Last but not least, representing Michigan, host of the 1985 and 2024 Science Olympiad National Tournaments, we welcome East Middle School. That way. And Slauson Middle School. Ann Arbor Pioneer High School. And Novi High School.
We have one late team.
Yep. We have one late team from Nebraska, Brownwell Talbot Middle School. We welcome you all and wish you all the very best luck throughout the tournament. It is an absolute joy to have you all here and to feel the energy in this room. It is electric. We now continue our program with the presentation of the colors. Please welcome to the stage members of the Michigan Army National Guard who are taking time away from their normal duties to be here with us tonight.
Please rise for the national anthem sung by Caroline Hallgren, former Michigan Science Olympiad participant.
So proudly we stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the brave and the home of the brave.
And now a word from Michigan State University President Kevin Guskowitz.
Greetings, students, families, coaches, and volunteers. It's wonderful to have you all back with us, where it all began nearly 40 years ago with the first Science Olympiad National Tournament. Teams, congratulations on earning your place in the 2024 National Tournament. In Science Olympiad, you get to learn about STEM by doing. At Michigan State, we like to do that too, which is why we are so excited to host this special event. I know it's an exciting weekend for you. I hope you enjoy our beautiful campus and learn more about what Michigan State has to offer. And I hope you have fun and meet others who share your enthusiasm. So, congratulations, teams. Thank you to our coaches and volunteers, and welcome to Michigan State University.
Please welcome to the stage Dr. Thomas Yaichko, Interim Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs, Michigan State University.
Good evening. I'm Thomas Yaichko, MSU's Interim Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs. In my role, I support academic excellence and student success here at the university. It's my pleasure to join President Guskowitz in welcoming all of you to Michigan State University. Congratulations to each of you for the hard work, the creativity, the teamwork, and the perseverance that brought you here today. You represent the nation's top middle and high school science Olympiad teams, which is an extraordinary accomplishment. Your individual tenacity and your team's collective determinations are commendable. As I look around the arena, I can't help but share in your enthusiasm and excitement about this competition. It gives me a sense of optimism about the future to see so many of you engaged in the fields of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. At MSU, we pride ourselves on being a top destination for students interested in careers in STEM, so it is fitting that we are hosting the competition. If you've visited the expo, you've already seen our STEM teaching and learning facility, a former power plant transformed into a hands-on learning space for students pursuing STEM careers and for all of our students to explore coursework across the various STEM areas. It's one of many places on campus where we learn by doing. We hope you'll consider becoming a Spartan in the future and continue your academic journey here at Michigan State University. Whichever path you choose, we hope your participation in Science Olympiad will continue to spark curiosity and establish a strong foundation for being a lifelong learner. It's exciting to think of many of you will be among those who lead the next generation in making advances, innovations, and discoveries that the world has yet to see. But this weekend is about here and now. I hope you enjoy your time on our beautiful campus and make many new memories as you spend time with the best of the best teams from around the country, as well as our visitors from Japan. Good luck and have fun. And now it is my pleasure to introduce Elizabeth Mulcairn, Executive Director of Science Olympiad.
Thank you, Thomas, for the welcome. So thank you. Hello, Science Olympiad teams. Welcome to the 40th tournament. Little short, I'm sorry. This year's tournament is truly historical and significantly important to thousands of Science Olympiad students, coaches, alumni, the Science Olympiad board, and the hundreds of volunteers. In celebration of 4 decades of engaging Science Olympiad students in STEM, enhancing science education, and developing the next generation of STEM professionals, we thought it would be fun and it would be best to bring Science Olympiad back to its roots in East Lansing, Michigan. Woo-hoo! The first National Science Olympiad tournament had 49 teams representing 18 states. Look at us today, 40 years later. 121 teams representing 50 states and our global ambassadors from Japan. Science Olympiad has grown to become the best STEM competition in the country because of our volunteers, our coaches, our teachers, and our parents. Thank you for your commitment to providing our competitors with the opportunity to experience STEM in a fun and engaging way. Your commitment in developing our youth is incredible. Another special thanks goes out to the original volunteers and people who were responsible for creating Science Olympiad by dedicating their time and expertise for 40 years ago. And we do, this week, we have several of those individuals. So I hope when you're in competition, you say thank you for creating a wonderful competition. So take time to meet them and find out how they developed this 40 years ago. It's truly incredible. Students, I want to personally congratulate all of you for everything you have accomplished to becoming part of Science Olympiad history. Can you believe the 40th? You are truly making history. Every one of you is a winner and has shown a lot of integrity and persistence in preparing for this big weekend. So I personally and the National Science Olympiad staff, we personally wish you the best of luck. Now, with that being said, I would like to introduce you to a close friend and a colleague of mine, the President and CEO of Science Olympiad, Jenny Kopak.
Let's go, Science Olympiad! Come on! Come on! Let's go! This is 40. This is huge. This is so exciting, you guys. I am so proud to be here. It is amazing to be here at the 40th. I'm Jenny Kopak, CEO of Science Olympiad and President and CEO of Science Olympiad USA Foundation. When my folks and Jack Cairns started the National Science Olympiad in 1984, I could have never imagined the day when I'd be introducing a NASA astronaut as one of our program alums. Flash forward 4 decades later, we're light years away from being one of the original STEM startups. There are a lot of us here tonight who've made the long journey from the 1980s to now, and I want to send a genuine and heartfelt thank you to everyone who has made this community a generation-spanning universe. how incredible is it to know that just like you, Dorothy Metcalf Lindenberger was sitting in the audience at a big Science Olympiad tournament, anxious about her Sounds of Music instrument, trying to remember all the insects on her list, hoping her team would win. But all the while, she was secretly dreaming of going to space. When Dottie and I first got to know each other a few years ago, she told me how much she loved participating in Science Olympiad back in Fort Collins. She talked about her coach, Gordon Patterson, and about medaling at state as a senior. Her love of the game came full circle when Dottie began teaching at Hudson Bay High School in Vancouver, Washington. She coached a Science Olympiad team herself, but still she held on to that one big dream. And when NASA announced they were searching for a new astronaut class, Dottie signed up, joining the astronaut corps in 2004. I know she's going to tell you about her missions and excursions, but I really liked how Dottie drew a line between her time in Science Olympiad and her time at NASA. She told me that in Science Olympiad, each team member contributes to achieve the overall goals of the team. Dottie said the same applies to space missions. Everyone is expected to play multiple roles and back each other up, whether it's a commander, a pilot, or a spacewalker. The lessons she learned on her Science Olympiad team crystallized into one of her favorite phrases, and you've heard this one: teamwork makes the dream work. So now I'm very proud to welcome Dorothy Metcalf Lindenberger to this team and to the stage for the 2024 Science Olympiad National Tournament Keynote Address. Dottie.
Thank you so much, Jenny. Thank you. Thank you. It's such a pleasure to be here, especially because there's something you can say that I can't say, which is that you are at Science Olympiad Nationals, and I never made it to that stage when I was your age. But I'm hoping a few of you in the audience will also one day be able to say that you made it to space like I did. How did I do it, and how did I do it, and how do I think you can do and be successful in everything that you do? I boil it down to three things: curiosity, remaining challenged, and being courageous. But curiosity is probably what brought you here and to become part of Science Olympiad. And when you go to do your events, you have been challenged not only by your coaches and parents and instructors, but by yourself and your teammates. And finally, tomorrow, you're going to have to demonstrate courage and go be the competitor, go do the work. So curiosity is what also took me from being a little third grader and learning about Sally Ride becoming the first American woman to fly in space, to believing that I too then could grow up and one day be an astronaut. So that's my answer to when my teacher asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? Well, I wanted to be an astronaut. But you can't just dream about something. You have to start laying the foundation. And the first chance I got to lay that foundation, and I saw Alabama representing out there, is that I attended space camp in Huntsville, Alabama in April of 1990. And where we pretended to be astronauts and part of mission control, we launched rockets. We also learned about the Hubble Space Telescope, because in April of 1990, it was being carried upon the vehicle Discovery to space. So when I came home, I built the model of Discovery and I hung it in my bedroom as a physical reminder, this is my big dream. And now, because I had gone to camp, I knew what I needed to start doing. I needed to have a background in STEM. I needed to study a subject in STEM in college, and I needed to keep always working to do my very best. Well, that's exactly what I did when I joined in high school the Science Olympiad team. And as you heard, I competed in many different events, including Write It, Do It, which today people came by and told me they're in Write It, Do It. I also created musical instruments out of garbage or recycled things and then was able to explain the physics behind it. I did some entomology and a little bit of guesstimation, estimation, and there was some sort of athletic event too that combined both knowledge and athletics at the time I was there. But, like I said, I didn't take first place. This is our team in Pueblo, Colorado, taking second place at state. So we had to stay home while others went on. But that's okay, because it laid that foundation, and then I went on to study in Washington State, which I also saw represented out there. I went on to become a geology major at Whitman College at a small liberal arts school in the eastern side of the state. Now, like many of you, you have big plans, big dreams. I told you my big dream was to go to space. And we all know that it's important to have goals and a plan to get you there. But plans often change, and sometimes because of things that are completely out of our control, as you and I all felt during the pandemic. Well, in 1997, when I graduated from Whitman, I thought that I was going to Kazakhstan to teach English as part of the Peace Corps. But Kazakhstan was pulling away from Russia and was in turbulence, and the Peace Corps decided that I couldn't go. It was too dangerous. So while all my friends went off to graduate school or started jobs, I was suddenly left without a job that I thought was going to be preparing me to get ready then for graduate school and think about the world and moving on in life. So I came home and I saw my parents in Colorado, and we talked, and we decided, you know, I was going to teach English. Why don't I actually teach what I'm really good at, which is science? So I became a science teacher in Washington State. Just across the river from Portland, Oregon. I was in Vancouver, Washington. I talked with Portland folks and Beaverton folks today. And I started with an earth science class, so I know many of you are doing some of those earth science subjects. And then I created an astronomy class, which I know many of you are also doing that tomorrow. And then I became involved with coaching Science Olympiad myself, because I knew how much fun I had had being challenged, and then I wanted to make sure that my students had the same opportunity. So this is me in that front row in the yellow shirt being a coach alongside my colleague and friend Gordon Patterson. And we took our team to the eastern side of Washington to state. They didn't go to nationals either. But we had a really good time. So back in that astronomy class, when I was teaching it, I had a very curious student ask a good engineering question, which is, how do you go to the bathroom in space? And I did not know what the space shuttle toilet looked like. So in looking up the answer, which I found out how it worked, I also found out that they were hiring teachers as part of the class of 2004. Oh my gosh. They were hiring teachers to become astronauts. I knew I had to apply. And after months of waiting, I finally was called down to Houston as part of 35 teachers that were interviewed with over 100 candidates that were interviewed, and then narrowed down to only 11 of us becoming astronauts. And so, of course, I had to take this picture of the space shuttle toilet and send it back to my students. Well, when you become an astronaut, you are a student. You are challenged, and you don't get to fly in space until you finish the 1.5 to 2 years of training. So this is my class, and like I said, 2 of my classmates are also teachers. One of my classmates was just in the movie A Million Miles Away. Jose Hernandez has a very inspirational story of going from being part of a migrant family working in California to flying in space. And we all came in and went through survival training. We went through the basic training of flying in T-34 prop planes, which got us ready for the much more difficult T-38 jet. We used this plane to fly across the country and work on teamwork, but also because the plane is a great cockpit for learning how to work and operate in space. It poses real risk. You have to do real planning. Think about the weather for all you meteorology people that are out there competing. And then you got to go fly your mission, and sometimes it doesn't go as planned. So sometimes you have to do emergency procedures to change your route and eventually come back and debrief it. It's just such an awesome vehicle to operate in. We also then were learning about the shuttle. That's the vehicle I flew on. That vehicle has 1,500 switches and circuit breakers that we had to memorize. For those of you that had to memorize for your activities, think about that foundation you're already building that gets you ready for your future career. Then we also practiced doing spacewalk training and robotic arm training. And I love the photo on the left because that is my daughter, who is now 17 years old and a junior in high school. But you can see we use a huge swimming pool to practice doing spacewalks and then eventually have people go out and do it in space. So finally, like I said, you were curious, you're challenged, and now it's the day to be courageous. On April 5th of 2010, the little girl who had dreamed about becoming an astronaut was going to fly with this crew to the International Space Station. So this is what I had dreamed about, right? And I built the vehicle Discovery in April of 1990, and I flew on the vehicle of Discovery in April of 2010, almost 20 years. Almost 20 years to the day that I started dreaming about that. You can do your big dreams, but you must remain curious and challenged and courageous. Once we were in space, I was a robotic arm operator, and I got to see places around the world that I've still never been, like here, near the Red Sea and Mediterranean and the Nile River. We were carrying the multi-purpose logistics module, that silver thing in the back of the shuttle. It's kind of like a U-Haul. It was full of science equipment, food, and clothing. When we entered the International Space Station, we set a record that we were not even aware that we were going to set until shortly before we flew. And that is, we had the most women together in space at one time. As you know, the Artemis program that NASA is working on with around the world is going back to the moon. And this time, we're going back to a different location, to the South Pole, to do more science and more engineering, but also to have the first woman and person of color go to the moon. It's big time out there. Some of you asked today, what were some of your favorite things to do in space? I loved being a part of the spacewalk team. Even though I didn't go outside physically, I worked with my colleagues and talked to them the whole time they were out there for the 6 to 8 hours. And I kept them safe as they handstand across the space station. And they worked in the back of the payload bay of the shuttle with our robotic arm operators, and they took that box, which is really 2,000 pounds of ammonia that helps keep the outside of the space station cooled. We had to take that out and replace it, and then take the old tank and put it back into our payload bay. So that was 3 separate spacewalks. I loved looking at the Earth. Even though we built this space station, it can only hold up to 13, 14 people at a time. We live on a space station that has almost 8 billion people that we need to take care of. The more that we operate like crew members, like space station people, the better this Earth will be. I love looking back at Earth. I love seeing 16 sunrises and sunsets a day, the aurora, the beautiful Milky Way, and all those gorgeous stars. But then it was really time to come home. But before I went home, I snapped this picture. So you saw I was the coach. So now my team has been in space, maybe not physically, but in a picture with me. We enjoyed eating food together internationally. And then when we did get ready to come home, our pilot, Jim Dutton, backed us away from the space station. And as we pulled away, we snapped some cool pictures. And this might well be over Michigan. I know that we came across many times across the area. We landed back in Florida on runway 31, and it was such an honor to be a part of the NASA organization, just like it's been a wonderful honor to be a part of Science Olympiad. So be curious for the rest of your life. Always challenge yourself, and tomorrow, go be courageous and do the very best that you can, and no matter how you do, you were part of the 40th anniversary. Thank you.
Thank you. Please welcome to the stage Dr. Rob Hallgren, 2024
Thank you, that was amazing.
National Tournament.
I want to be the first. I don't know if I'm the first, but I really want to be the person who says, welcome home. This is home. At least it's home to the first national tournament. I'm so glad you're here. We've been working really hard for a year to put this on. It's just awesome. I love you all. By the way, when you do come to Michigan State, which I'm sure you all will, my door will be open. So it's my honor to introduce the pledges. And if I could get, first one, come on up. Okay, our first pledge is the student pledge. Students, take a moment to consider the words of the student pledge. Parents, coaches, take a minute to honor your students. Students, honor yourselves. We're building community, we're not just competing. All right, I would like to present to you my friend, a very passionate volunteer, a bundle of energy, a student competitor, a junior at Holt High School, a local school, Ms. Aniela Palmer.
I pledge to put forth my best effort in the Science Olympiad tournament and uphold the principles of honest competition. In my events, I will compete with integrity, respect, and sportsmanship towards my fellow competitors. I will display courtesy towards event supervisors and tournament personnel. My actions will exemplify the proud spirit of my school, team, and state.
All right, our next pledge is the parent pledge. And I would like to bring it up to the stage, Mr. Nate Banner, who is a parent of a local student, who is a very proud parent of a local student. I just want to commend him. He was at the regional tournament. I asked for a little help, and he just walked right down to the stage afterwards and said, let me help. Nate Banner is a representative of Neogen, a very important part of our community, a very important business here. Nate?
Thank you. On behalf of the parents and spectators, I pledge to be an example for our children by respecting the rules of Science Olympiad, encouraging excellence in preparation and investigation, supporting independence in design and production of all competition devices, respecting the decisions of event supervisors and judges. Our examples will promote the spirit of cooperation within and among all participating teams.
Thank you, and let's take a second to give it up for the parents. Students, your parents have put a lot of work into getting you here. All right, our next guest might not need any introduction. He is no stranger to the national tournament. He's one of the most successful coaches in Michigan history, leading his Grand Haven team to 100 tournaments now, or 99 tournaments? This is Mike's 100th tournament. Please welcome Mr. Mike Reed to read the Coach's Pledge.
On behalf of the coaches and assistants at this tournament, I pledge to encourage honesty and respect for tournament personnel, our fellow coaches, and other team members. We want our efforts to bring honor to our community and school.
Thank you so much. All right, everyone, take a minute. Think about all the things your coaches have done for you, not just your head coach, but your assistant coaches. Everyone has put a lot of work into getting you here. Thank you, coaches. All right, and our last pledge is another person who probably needs no introduction. She has been with Science Olympiad pretty much as long as there has been a Science Olympiad. She's a dedicated and tireless volunteer working at the national, state, pretty much every level. It's my honor to welcome Ms. Karen Lancourt.
On behalf of my fellow supervisors and tournament personnel, I pledge to run my event with fairness and respect for the participants and their coaches. Our actions will reflect the principles of the Science Olympiad program and display the pride we feel as representatives of our colleges, universities, companies, states, or organizations. And I've already run an event today because I wrote agricultural science as a trial event. And I have a whole series of notebooks that I have graded, and I want to let you know where you can pick them up tomorrow. For Division B, I will be in the Ecology C event in engineering all day tomorrow. And tomorrow afternoon, if you stop over there, I'll give you back your notebook if you want it. For Division C, your notebooks will be in the STEM building where that registration room was today, okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. So there's no such thing as a tournament director's pledge, but maybe there should be. We've done, my team, not just my team, my unit, my department, everyone in my department, we've been putting in a lot of time to make this what we hope will be the best tournament ever. I pledge to you that we're going to have fun tomorrow. All right. We're reaching the end of our program. I'd like to invite Dr. John Lair up to give some concluding remarks.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. John Lair with the National Science Olympiad, and I'm joined up here on the stage by our National Program Director, Dan Nichols. And, yep, definitely applaud this guy. He's been doing all the work today. All right. It is our distinct pleasure to bring these opening ceremonies to a close. But before we dismiss you guys to the swap meet, I need a couple of pieces of direction. All right? Students, please exit up to the concourse, right, from the floor. Coaches, please come down to the floor, right, the head coach for our coaches meeting. And I'd also like to ask all of our event supervisors, assistant event supervisors, rules committee personnel, arbitration committee, to please come down in front of to the first two rows in front of the stage. All right, on that note, we wish you guys all the best for tomorrow. Have fun, get a great night's sleep, enjoy the swap meet, and we'll see everybody bright and early. Impound starts at 7.